How's it going, everybody? Need to actually know. I changed my name recently to Dishonest Amoeba. It was an Xbox generated name that I found rather hilarious, so I decided to keep it. Um, Anyways, this is some Battlefield 4 recorded with shadow play on my new PC rig. So, um, yeah, it's really good quality. So glad I decided to go with a GTX rather than a Radeon HD something. Um, I probably would have got the 270 if I were to get something Radeon, but no, I went with GTX 760, and Shadowplay is paying off because it is a fantastic program. Um, Anyways, I would want to bring up some balancing in Battlefield 4, and I know the Battlefield 4 community is kind of iffy about it. Like they enjoy to play it, and it's fun to play, but there's a lot of balancing issues. It had a rough start. It's still kind of rough, but hopefully they're working to smooth it out. They had a update on Battle Log that was that said, like, if you have any balancing comments, please leave them, and we'll get back to it or whatever. And I think DICE is pretty good at fixing a game. I mean, of course, it's not ideal to have to fix a game rather than release it perfect, but EA, I guess, pushed them, and we all hate EA for being the publisher of DICE, but you can't do anything about that. So, you gotta get into the main point of the balance that I'm trying to talk about, and that is vehicles. I noticed that it's rather challenging to get a long kill streak. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically it's kind of hard to dominate in a vehicle with a crew, and this is definitely a change from Battlefield 3. In Battlefield 3, if you had a squad of 3-4 people in a tank or in an LAV, and a good driver, good passenger, good spotter, and a good engineer, whatnot. I mean, obviously one person played both roles, but really, a tank like that, the only way to take it out would be a jet pilot or C4. But yeah, you could really get at some high kill streaks. But I've noticed in Battlefield 4, I don't know if it's because I switched from Xbox to PC and there's more people, but I can't say that because most of the servers I play in, I choose to play 24 to 32 people servers where there's hardly anybody, and it's even with hardly anybody, I still can get destroyed even with a good squad. And I think it's because the tanks now are more powerful than the LAV. It used to be that an LAV with the APFSDST shells and the regular shells in Battlefield 3 could take out a tank in like 2 seconds. But now the tanks are actually stronger than the LAVs. They have a faster firing. They fire the Sabot and Staff shells, and those are just insane. If you don't have them, then you need to work on getting them. And if you have them, you know what I'm talking about, because the Staff shells, you can shoot cross map and they fly perfectly straight and they auto lock onto vehicles. So I don't understand how that was balanced in their mind, especially since it does 25 damage because it attacks from the top. So that's just crazy insane damage. And then the Sabot, you can just fire right after it. I think I may start trying to use high explosive. I don't know if you can rapidly fire it as you can with the Staff and Sabot, but the Sabot seems to be kind of challenging to take out infantry with. Hopefully, um, they'll address that or do something with that. I don't know. We'll see what Dice decides. But yeah, now that the tank is more powerful, it's really hard to actually take tanks out with an LAV, obviously, because as I just said, the tank is more powerful. But not only that, in a tank, it's hard to take other tanks out because it's a matter of luck. I mean, both tanks can take each other out if they're using the same setup within a matter of seconds, and it's whoever deploys their active protection first gets the lucky miss by the enemy, and he'll survive, and then that'll be the end of the battle. But it'll still bring him down to around 10 health in his vehicle, and then most of the time that's when somebody with C4, somebody with a rocket launcher takes you out. Even if you have somebody repairing you, you can't stab it, and staff shells are just too good. And I'm not saying they should be I really don't know how I feel about it. I would like to see something done about it, but I wouldn't have any recommendations to actually do anything about it. Now, another thing is the attack modes are really, really glitchy. What I've been noticing is when I face another attack boat, sometimes I'll get the normal kill, which is 2 TV missiles, bring it down to like 15 health, and then just open up on it with my burst fire cannon, and that'll kill him. But sometimes I'll get taken out even though I get the first shot off, because he'll get a lucky crit shot somehow where he does like 70 damage to me with 1 rocket. I have no idea how it happens, and then yeah, I just get taken out even with the engineer on me. Now, it's a little different when there's an attack chopper or little bird coming after you, because obviously they have the capability of killing your engineer, and then it's really not really a matter of if you can get the repairs, it's if you can kill the little bird before it kills you. So I think in terms of little bird versus attack boats, it's balanced. But when attack boats come to another attack boats, it's a little fuzzy, and I think the balance is just something with it. I've yet to figure it out. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've come up with in the battlefield balance, is that the vehicles, you can't seem to build up a kill streak with them. Not that it necessarily matters, there's no kill streaks, but it's nice to go around and dominate the map in a vehicle. That's kind of what Battlefield is just a massive vehicle game. And yeah, I would like to see what they do, because I'm assuming they're going to release a patch here soon for something. I don't know what exactly. And before I forget or finish up, this gameplay, it's not necessarily the best, but I wanted to display some of what being a soldier or just being anti-tank in general is all about, and it's really hard to do by yourself. Obviously, if you're in a 64-man server, it's not really an issue because your whole team is there. But in the server I was playing at, my team kind of was going after the objectives and kind of let me take care of the armor. I don't know if it was just a thing that happened, so I was basically trying to take out all of the enemy armor, and I ended up having to put mines everywhere. You'll see me, I don't know if you'll actually see me put down mines or not, but what I like to do is put 2 next to each other, like right on top of each other, and then put 2 more in a separate location. That's what I found to be most effective. It just takes out tanks, I guess. Spreading them out over a line isn't really the smartest thing to do, because it'll disable the tank, but it won't actually kill it, which is what you want. So yeah, AT mines, they are really good. Not as good as slams though. Slams, I think they're gonna fix those, because right now when you can stick them to anything, you can stick them to walls, you can stick them to vehicles and just go and ram into other people. It gets tiring how you get in a vehicle and you just die by a slam, and that's another way that it's impossible to build up a kill streak, is because slams exist, and C4 being on 2 different classes, it makes it so it's not as easy, or it is as easy to take out a tank without having to change class and specifically target that tank. What I mean by that is, if you die by a tank multiple times, you're more likely going to switch to a class that can take out the tank and go after the tank to take them out, rather than continue going on the same class and working towards what you're working for. But now that there's C4 in 2 different classes, if you're working on something towards a support class or working on something towards the sniper class, you don't really have to switch classes. You can just continually use your class and just switch to the C4, which I really don't like. I liked kind of more the balance that was in Battlefield 3, but yeah, I am still getting used to this. I'm rank 48 or something like that, so nothing too special. Still kind of a noob at like a 1.12 KD, relearning PC, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.